Welcome back to some more F1 My Team here today, and this one is the Belgian Grand Prix, and pretty much at the halfway stage. I think this is round 10 or round 11 out of the 20 round season, so we are at the halfway stage of season 1 and we are currently just coming back from a season break. Now first of all guys, if you missed the previous episode at Hungary, I'll leave it linked up in the top right of the screen, along with also mentioning, if you guys are new to the channel, watching me for the first time, I do daily F1 content, so if you haven't done so already, hit the red subscribe button, it really helps me out. But with that said, we jump back into action. You can see in the background we've returned from the summer break, and we're going to go ahead and assign some activities for the remaining of the kind of break before we return to action at Spa-Francorchamps. So we're going to go for some G-Force training for Lundgaard and also a sponsor event to improve team acclaim. Along with that, we also had some more resource points come in and a bit more money and a bit of cash flow, and looking right now you can see we're sitting on nearly $4 million, which is pretty awesome, the most money we've had so far in this entire series. We look at the upgrades and we've got 2 durability ones this weekend, but that does mean performance is unaffected, so we'll try and do some more performance upgrades soon, but I feel like we're just starting to struggle to keep up with the development race of all the teams around us right now. And to be fair, the grid's getting really close. If you look from Alfa Romeo up to Mercedes, it's closer than it's ever been. We do have 3 upgrades on the way. 2 of them are major, one for the chassis, one for the aero, and then also an extra minor aerodynamic upgrade as well. So fingers crossed, if they all arrive, we should take a big step forward. Now for this weekend, I'm going to quickly revert back to some old components for practice and try and save the new ones, because we are running pretty marginal on engine components, especially the control electronics. So I'm looking at it and I think we're going to have to take a penalty this race. I'm going to be honest, I can't see us making it. The control electronics is like 70% or more on both of them, and we have to player failures on now, so I don't really want to have an issue with my car. So yeah, we went through practice. You can see the new revised livery with a bit more black on it this weekend. As I mentioned over the last couple of episodes, since we started running this livery, we are going to kind of tweak it from race to race ever so slightly each time. So this one features a bit more black on it. Now, in terms of practice, we had a pretty decent session. The qualifying pace wasn't quite there. I could actually really notice the engine wear. We was quite down on straight line speed. So yeah, we jumped into qualifying and I quickly realized, literally, that the minute I got into the garage, we had to take a penalty. You know, I don't have the parts, and also crucially the freshness in the parts that I want. The control electronics is the big key area here, so I accepted that I had to surrender the qualifying, and I made one critical error. You can see there, I actually, for some reason, I skipped the turbocharger. I don't know why I did not select it. I thought I did, but I missed it, and that's going to play a key factor in the race. So yeah, not ideal, and a messy start to the weekend as we now jump into the race here for the Belgian Grand Prix.
We're in Belgium once again for today's round of the Formula 1 World Championship. It's a race the great Ayrton Senna won 6 times, and in 2019, Charles Leclerc became the first driver to take their maiden win here since Michael Schumacher in 1992. Spa-Francorchamps then, a 4.35-mile tour of the Ardennes countryside, with 9 right corners and 10 left corners, giving us a grand total of 19. Average lap speeds in the dry can reach about 145 miles per hour, but without a significant improvement in these conditions, we won't be seeing anything like that today. Anthony Davidson is alongside me today, nice and dry up here in the commentary box. But how are you, Ant? Looking forward to the race?
I'm very well, thank you, Crofty. Forgot my umbrella on the way up to the box, so I'm a little bit soggy, but I'll dry out soon enough. It's going to be an interesting race in this weather. Obviously, your strategy changes completely once it starts raining, as overtaking is a lot easier in the wet. The focus moves away from pure aerodynamic efficiency and tyre management, and of course the driver themselves can always make more of a difference in these conditions than in the dry.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Sergio Perez and Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, Vettel and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi and Mick Schumacher, Russell, Latifi, Fernando Alonso, and Yuki Tsunoda. Stroll, Lundgaard, Mazepin and Martinez. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Now, this race promises to be pretty interesting, and the reason for that is because of the weather forecast. Now, I have not seen something like this, I think, ever in an F1 game. So we have rain to start off with, switching to dry, and then back to rain again. If the last race as well, Hungary, is anything to go by, where the weather forecast was kind of brought forward by about 10-15 minutes, then this could happen quite quickly. So I really don't know what to expect here, and it could be a pretty crazy race. So strap in, folks, it could be a wild one. In terms of fuel, we are running 0.5 negative. Now, in terms of AI around here, I have heard they're pretty strong, so I am not looking forward to it. I'm feeling like it's going to be a Silverstone 2.0, but we'll try and do our best and see what happens using the fresh power unit. So yeah, let's jump into it. Let's see if we can try and fight back. Again, our back is against the wall. We've got nothing to lose, and all we can do is go forward. Okay, here we go then. Let's see what happens. Can we get a clean start? 5 lights. And away we go. Not bad.
Right, we're seeing a loss of power from the turbocharger now. Loss of power on the turbo.
Wait, what? Hang on a minute. How? What? How's my turbo not charged or changed? Hang on a second. Did I not change the turbo? Oh no. We could be in trouble here, guys, already. That is bad news. Oh my god. Oh, there's no grip for me. I'm in trouble through there. Woof. The amount of understeer I got, that was already Silverstone flashbacks right there. Right, racing down towards Les Combes. Let's see if we can make something happen. Try and get a few more places on lap 1. Lundgaard goes to the outside. I'm going to try and go on the outside myself. Inside through here on our teammate. Just going to squeeze him off there. A little bit rude, but off to Silverstone. I don't particularly care no more. Into turn 8. Going to have a look. Oh, we just bumped Latifi there, who just for some reason decides to hit the brakes when he's got the move done on Tsunoda. Both of these guys are pretty slow. I'm going to try and get Latifi here. Is this possible? Up the inside of Pouon on the Williams. Leaving a bit of room. Oh my god, there's so much traction here. Oh my god. You just pick up the throttle like nothing. On the outside of Latifi. Yes. Nice move on the brakes. Lundgaard gets by as well, maybe. Either way, we're P19, so been up a few places. We've got Tsunoda, Stroll, and I think that's Russell just in front of him. Not quite sure. But let's see. So lap 1, pretty decent success. But it worries me now, that engine situation. With the mechanical failures on standard, we could be in trouble this race. So, yeah, that's going to be a tricky one. We'll just race as normal. And you never know, we might be okay. Just got to kind of not look at it, forget about it kind of thing, just put it to the back of our mind. But can I get Tsunoda here into turn 1 maybe? That, you know, I tend to brake very early into turn 1 in the opening laps. Is this possible? Probably could have gone for it, but I'm going to actually try and cut back underneath. Oh, that was nice. Good bit of traction there. Look at that Alpha Tauri go on the straight though. I'm going to try and set him up for the pass here. Oh, I get so much more understeer, man. Warning for track limits. I just cannot take a rouge like they do. This is very similar to Silverstone already, but we're in the broad tracks. Is this going to be a send? You're damn right it is. Up the inside of Tsunoda we go. I'm going to keep the throttle on a bit and just go straight through. And just like that, we're up to P18. Lance Stroll next up. Let's try and pick him off as well. There's so much grip. I can't explain it, but I'm struggling to process it in my mind. So visually, it looks like intermediates. I can't, and I shouldn't be going fast, but it feels like almost like a dry track. It's so weird. I can't explain it, but it's like my brain is confused. I should be, you know, taking it easy in these conditions, but I've got so much grip. I could actually really push and really go for it, but it just isn't computing in my mind. I'm really struggling to kind of isolate those right now, but I'll try and kind of force myself to drive a bit more aggressively and pick up the throttle more. Meanwhile, we're up to the back of Stroll now. I think I'm a little bit too far back here. I just struggle to keep it pinned through there like the AI clearly do. I think we're a bit too far back to challenge Lance here, so we'll just hand back for a second.
Caution, caution.
Oh, okay. Is that a yellow flag? Possibly ahead of us? That'd be nice, if true.
Caution,
It is.
the
It's
virtual
Perez.
safety car has just been deployed
Oh
due to
my
a buildup
God.
of debris on the track.
Okay, fair enough. Debris, can't see any debris anywhere to be honest, looks like just a straight retirement, but still virtual safety car deployed.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your
Oh,
pace.
Ricardo. Ricardo's out as well. Oh my god, double retirement. Sweet, so we're P16, if we can get past these 3 cars, we're P13, and if we can just connect to the pack ahead, we won't be too far off, but that is massive for the championship. Mercedes will be grinning from ear to ear seeing a McLaren and a Red Bull out of the race this early on. That is huge. If we can time this.
Okay, clear.
Come on, car, grip up, man. I just cannot get the front end to work, man. This isn't right. Like, this is fundamentally flawed. It's impossible how the AI get that much front end. Especially in an Aston Martin. It's not even a Mercedes. You know, if it's a Mercedes, I understand it. But it's an Aston Martin and a Williams and a Haas. That's so annoying. I just cannot match that.
Rain is imminent, rain is imminent. Be careful out there. We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes. Inters seem like the fastest tyre for now.
Okay, so the rain's going to end in 5 minutes. As Stroll goes for the move on Russell, or tries to go for the move on Russell. So we'll be on dry shortly. The question is then, what tyre do we go for? Will it rain again? That's the key question. That was a big one. Luckily we caught the car. I don't know what it is right now, but I'm not enjoying this race one bit. Literally every lap is exactly the same in terms of what happens. My pace, you know, the AI's performance, where I catch them, where they're fast. It's literally so robotically monotonous. I'm not enjoying it at all so far. Hopefully the weather can kind of spice this up a little bit.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Oh, here we go. This is it.
Okay, copy that.
So box this lap for the hard tyre. Interesting. Oh, wow, we're getting quite a bit through there. Into the pits we go. Seems like they are a little bit cautious on pit entry. Some cars are staying out. Get it to slow down. Right, so we're going to benefit. Oh,
Christian is in the pits. Christian in the pits.
I mean, whatever it is, what it is, but I don't know why we're stacking. But nonetheless, we should benefit from the last pit box here, as we shouldn't get held. Come on. Oh my god. That was terrible.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
So we got Stroll at least, but lost 2 seconds and 3 seconds to Schumacher, so tricky one, but we've gained 1 position at least. That's something. Oh my god, the grip is incredible. Oh no, here comes Stroll. AI are burning. They're running full power from the get-go. Look at the speed. I'm running overtake and I can't even... What? Alright, fair enough. I'll follow your lead then, Lance. Let's go. I'll try to follow your lead anyway. Now we're going to see what the AI is really about around here. Are they as fast as people told me about, like Silverstone? What? I can't match this at all. The AI are driving as if the track's been bone dry for 20 plus laps. Am I in the same race here? Look at Stroll, just drive away. What's going on? I mean, the track feels oddishly way too dry. I don't think a track should ever go dry this fast. I don't think it happens in real life. So I'm not a fan of this at all. But how's Stroll like started the lap behind me and he's 1.6 ahead? Am I driving the same track? What's going on? This is just incredibly, almost like ridiculous at this point. Got a few cars in the pits though. Let's see if we can undercut a couple of them. But this is interesting. Hamilton's going to the softs, very aggressive. He's actually lost a lot of time staying up 1 more lap on inters. So maybe it was the right thing for Lundgaard to stack. But I can't match this right now from the AI. This is something else I know is going to get me. So I'm not even going to bother fighting it. I can't match what they're doing right now. Where has this come from? This is insane. We're going to get DRS though on Yuki. Can't really see the lines, but I'm going to repass him here with DRS. Even then I'm struggling to get the edge, but finally we get in front. Hopefully Stroll, Russell and Schumacher can battle and cost themselves a bit of time and we can catch up as we have a bit of a moment. So we've got a slow Alpine here. I think it's Ocon, yes it is. Meanwhile out front, I don't know who the lead McLaren is, but he's absolutely flying. Giovinazzi in the pit lane, so we're now up to P13. Mick Schumacher, I was going to say Michael, but Mick Schumacher running P9 in the points. Russell running in P10, which is insane. But let's see, so we've got Stroll going for this on Sonoda into Eau Rouge, which is insane. Obviously now we're easy flat through here. Let's see if we can use a bit of DRS to close up a little bit. But we want to try and, you know, stay with Schumacher, Russell and Stroll. But I can't believe, you know, the Haas of Mick Schumacher at the front of this train pulling. Although to be fair, now Russell's going for the move on him. I think we're a bit down on straight line speed, man, because Sonoda's just flying up to the back of me. I think Ocon's got damage here, so we'll try and pass him, but it won't be easy. Not through this part of the track. Schumacher's been overtaken there by 2 cars. Come on, let's try and get Ocon here. We're going to go up the inside. Only thing is, this is going to make it easy for Sonoda to go by, but oh well. I've got to do what I've got to do. So we're P12. Schumacher next. There's a P10 off for grabs here. If we can get Schumacher and Russell, we can get P10. Stroll, Russell side by side into turn 1. This is great news for us though, to just close the gap a little bit and get closer. Let's see if we can be in the fight. I'm pretty much out of ERS really. I don't really have that much, which is far from ideal. Up over Radion we go. I'm going to try and save that last 20% if possible. But Stroll makes the move on Russell. Now here goes Schumacher. Look at him drive away, man. Oh, Russell's going to defend it hard. Into Lecon we go. I've completely missed my braking point there, getting distracted by the battling between these two. Stroll's now going to drive away. Can we get a Schumacher here? Had a little look. Not quite though. Here we are, getting the run on Schumacher. I'm going to try and pass him. It is going to mean using a lot of the energy, but if we get the move done, Hamilton's approaching on soft tyres, which are fresh. But Lewis will have to stop again. Up the inside of Schumacher here into the bus stop. He fights back though. Fair play, but we're going to get it around the outside and get the drive. And we're through. Sonoda also fighting back versus Hamilton. And the bad news is we've dropped out of range from Russell's DRS here, which is not ideal. And I've not had a good exit either. Schumacher's right on my gearbox here. And Hamilton's not far behind either. All of a sudden now I can't see us scoring points because Hamilton's going to be the one to snatch that away. Look at the speed difference, man. I can't match this. I'll let Schumacher go. And we'll try and get the overspeed, which mate, by the way, the overspeed of Sonoda and Hamilton here. Insane. Luckily we're able to stay ahead. Just. Oh my god, no, Hamilton is so fast. Watch this. Watch this. We're going to get absolutely done through Pouhon. This is where you're going to see the AI just ridiculous. I'm trying to keep my car ahead of Hamilton. Oh my god. Come on. Grip, grip, grip. Oh, there we go. Hamilton's going to drive through the gap. Sonoda's going to fight back as well. Not even that. Contact. We get pushed a little bit wide. Got Alonso for company as well here. They are a lot more feisty. I don't know if they've refined them, but I appreciate that they're very good in battle around here this year. That's a big improvement, but I'm not a fan of the inconsistency and the way they handle in the wet, especially. This is depressing now though. Mick Schumacher in a Haas is faster than me, pulling away. I don't have any ERS to fight with anymore. I'm trying to get back within a second, but I can't even do it. I don't know what it is with this track. This is in some ways worse than Silverstone, man. I don't know where this has come from. You know, I honestly thought Silverstone was bad, but this is worse. And it's baffling to me, like, surely if Codemasters have done one race around here in terms of testing, straight away they'd pick up on the issues, surely. I'm going to get overtaken here by everyone because I've got no ERS left. I'm not even going to bother using it. I'm going to see if, you know, maybe Sonoda gets a slingshot. but the speed difference on the Camel Straight here is unbelievable. Watch this. I know they've got DRS, but he hasn't even got it yet. He's going to get DRS now. But it's literally like the Lance Stroll overtake before. The speed difference is so big. Look at Alonso, he's an absolute cruise missile. But again, I'm running 7.4 wings, which is the world record time trial setup. And I've got to run those wings because through the corners, I've got too much understeer. I can't seem to fathom or match up why it's completely unbalanced. I have to run higher wings and more front end to not suffer the understeer, which I still suffer anyway. But then by doing so, I'm a sitting duck on the straight. But I can't go lower on wings to match my straight line speed, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. So yeah, I don't get it. Look at them. Look at them just drive away. It's literally insane. Here comes Giovinazzi. There you go, mate. Why don't you go by as well? I'm going to try and squeeze him off a little bit. No, he's going to go on the outside. Fair play. See, this is good. The AI are actually fighting back quite aggressively here, which I like. They're hanging it around the outside and making moves, but the rest of it is just bullshit, to be honest. I'm not sure what's going on. This is the only straight where the AI doesn't use any engine mode, and Giovinazzi's using it right now because obviously he's going for the move on me. I can't tell if it's engine wear dependent because I've got a knackered turbo, but even then it shouldn't be this bad. I don't understand why this is happening. It's so strange to me. See, the gap into there was half a second. Giovinazzi's gone. That's it. He's pulled away 4 tenths through P1 alone. And that's enough now. He'll pull away the rest through here. Hamilton pits for the second time. So we're going to gain a place back. We set a personal best as well. And everyone's kind of bunched back up here, but still, I just can't see us scoring points. I'm trying to save ERS, but I literally... You need to use it. If you don't use the RS, you're screwed, mate. I mean, watch Giovinazzi here. He can smell an overtake, so he's going to drain his battery right now. I can't match that. It has to be turbocharger, man. It's got to be. If it isn't, this is a serious problem. I mean, again, this is not turbocharger related, but look at how the AI just drive away, man. Insane. Here comes Hamilton though. He won't be far behind. We'll let him go on the back straight, because there's no point in me even trying to fight this. I mean, the grip is just absurdly different. Fresh sauce for Lewis, no point even holding it, let's just let him go. I'd love to just beat Schumacher. I mean, if I could finish ahead of a Haas, that would be lovely.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I don't even feel like finishing the race, to be honest. I'm not enjoying this one bit, but let's bring it home. I want to go for the send here, but I'm going to hold off. Schumacher has DRS and Giovinazzi right now, and that's all that matters. That's what we want. Hamilton's finding the cars ahead, so they might drop back a little bit to, towards us. I'll try and pass Schumacher on the Camel Straight. If I can just get a clean run out of here. A little bit wide, but if the exit's good. Nope. Well, it wasn't bad actually, but the AI got an incredible exit. Here we go. Up for a Rouge and Radeon. About to run out of the RS, man. I'm just struggling on the straights. Come on. There we go. We've got it. Schumacher finally, we've overtaken him. Giovinazzi next. I don't think we're going to keep up with him though. Personal best 44.1. Giovinazzi though is pushing. I'm trying to drop Schumacher here at the same time. Yeah, no, I haven't done enough. I haven't done enough. Yeah, the gap just went to like 7 tenths for a second there, but we have done enough. I've actually got a 1 second gap, but watch this. I think Schumacher, even without DRS, is going to fly on this straight. I've got nothing left. I'm on 3%. Why?
That was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
Many doubted whether they could pull off the win here at Spa-Francorchamps, but they've done so in spectacular style. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure, and no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight.
You know, it's races like these, like Silverstone as well, where I question sometimes, you know, how much this game was tested. I mean, seriously, like, if they'd just done half a season of career mode, they would have seen so many issues. How has this not been noticed? I hope it gets patched, I really do, but I'm gonna reserve myself slightly and say maybe the turbocharger, which was an 85%, may be the reason why I was slow on the straight. But the pull-on though, that's insane. I'm losing 3/4 tenths a lap for free, and then in the wet I was losing those 3/4 tenths through there, along with another 3/4 tenths through Rouge. It's ridiculous, and that's nothing to do with turbocharger. That's pure cornering, similar to Silverstone at Cops. So. Yeah, and also the S section as well, Silverstone, Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel. So I really hope this gets addressed. But nonetheless, after the race, the actual results is spiced up the championship big time. So Lando Norris gets the win, Bottas P2, Verstappen P3, so that podium is very decent, ahead of Leclerc, Vettel, Gasly, Sainz, Raikkonen, Stroll, and Hamilton scores only 2 points here today. Missing out on the top 10, Alonso, Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Russell, Schumacher, Lundgaard, Ocon, Mazepin, Latifi, and myself. Ricciardo and Perez out of the race. Now, I'm going to save the replay. I'm not going to record the replay cams right now because I'm not in the mood for it, so I'll do those another time. If we look at the standings, Bottas takes the championship lead, 4 points ahead of Hamilton. Norris up to third. He's getting himself back in the mix with that race win, and that could be very, very spicy. In the constructors, we are still 8th, but we're now double the points behind, or half of what AlphaTauri's points total is right now. Out front though, McLaren, Red Bull cut down the gap to Mercedes. So game on in the championships, I guess. But for us, that's going to be it. Anyway, after that strange interview, Lance Stroll is going to pick up a big flurry of points this weekend, and things are looking pretty decent for him. We're not even in the same league right now. He was the easiest rival I was offered, so he was the one I had to go for. I think I had him, Alonso, Vettel, and I think Carlos Sainz. So yeah, again, more inconsistencies, but in terms of acclaim, no big changes. Sponsors, payouts, same as the last race. I can't score points anymore. Ever since I've signed that new contract with that new sponsor, I can't seem to get near the points. But in terms of total cash though, we're nearly at 5 mil, so we're looking pretty decent in that regard. Well, it's only a short turnaround until the next race, so I may as well see it off. So activities, we're just going to quickly assign reaction training, or shall I do? I'll do a sponsor event. It's not a big deal. We look at upgrades, and we're going to add some more. I think we'll go for this one here. No, capacity reached, never mind. Chassis, we'll go for the engine cover, which is discounted quite heavily. And then that's it for the points. We haven't really got any more to spend. We can't really use them unless we've got a super cheap upgrade somewhere, which I don't think we have right now. Let me see. Yeah, we don't have nothing super cheap. We've got a few discounts, but nothing major. So yeah, that's going to do it for now. We're just going to skip to the next race and hope the engine cover arrives. We want to inject some variety into Lundgaard's simulator program, so we're making some changes in today's session. What do you want us to focus on? Consistency or racecraft? We'll go for racecraft.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
And there we go, then we're ready to go at Zandvoort, the next one. I'm not looking forward to this one either. Apparently around here there's another corner where the AI are stupidly overpowered. I think it's on this picture right now, actually, in the background. I think it's those kind of right-handers. They're kind of stringed together, so it's not going to be fun, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed me suffering here today at Spa. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more, and as always, check out the 2 videos on screen, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take care, and it's goodbye from me.